ain't never done no video like this before, and it's a sensitive topic. I'm just asking anybody out there who's ever had, hopefully comments. It's not an easy thing to talk about, but get some comments, maybe discussion of all who's ever had Child Protective Services, or better known as CPS, called out to their home. I grew up with 4 siblings in a 3-bedroom mobile home with more messes than you could imagine. Well, maybe not, but slight exaggeration there. But, you know, I mean, there could have been many times CPS could have been called on us, and they never were. Nowadays, it seems like all you have to do is be just angry enough to call CPS on someone that has ticked you off or offended you in some way. You know, I mean, it wasn't this case. I was roughhousing with my oldest boy, and I accidentally scratched him. Because I have 4, well, I was actually roughhousing with 3 of my 4 boys. And I was roughhousing with 3 of my boys, and I was trying to get one of them off of me, and I tried to grab by the shirt, and I got a little skin in the process and scratched him. And inevitably, someone had seen the scratches and asked him what happened, and he told them exactly what happened, and even still they called CPS. They come out. So this lady comes out, and she proceeds to tell us that, okay, your living room isn't set up properly for roughhousing. Let's rearrange it so it doesn't happen again. And I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly how she had said it, but the thing is, though, it's very disconcerting to know that these people can come in here and upset your lives in any way possible. We are not abusive parents. We are not neglective parents. We have 4 boys, and that's part of the problem. This society is more feminine. I don't mean that in no disparaging way, but if you have children, young boys especially, I have 4 boys under the age of 10. If you have young children, you can understand and sympathize with where I'm coming from. As a father, I enjoy getting on the floor and playing with them. As a father, I enjoy getting on the floor and playing with my boys. And now, because of what has happened, I'm afraid that the next bump, bruise, scratch, or whatever happens as a result of our playing around, wrestling, we're going to have CPS out there. And I don't discredit the need for an organization like CPS. Yes, there's child abuse out there. There's horrors out there, like that family in California that was terrorized their kids for many years. And I know which story it is. I don't remember all the details offhand, but I do know it was bad. But I guess if you've had CPS ever come out to your house, and we've had them out a few times. Our oldest is 10, so we've had them out a few times, and it's been all unsubstantiated claims. Nothing ever came from any of them. But the point is even though you have nothing to hide, they say, well, what do you worry about? What are you hiding? No, we're not hiding anything. If you ever had CPS to your house, regardless of the reason, it is a major invasion of your life. They flake through everything. They want to tell you. They will go through every aspect of your life until they decide they found enough stuff to warrant or substantiate their claim or disprove it. Which I don't think a lot of them. I'm not saying they're all that way. I think some of them are not. You're guilty till proven innocent is my point. And in this country, in the United States of America, you are supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. I understand the need to protect children. I get that. But at the same time, there are a lot of families like us out there have gone through this. I've talked to many families that have been through this. Most of them are friends of ours, but they have been through this, and it's such an invasive event. It's try to think of it this way. They say that they think you're they think you're an underwear bomber, like that idiot on that plane. So they say you're an underwear bomber, and someone calls and says you have a bomb in your underwear. So they come into your house, and they force you to strip naked, and they inspect every orifice of your body and tell you, okay, you're cleared, we're good, you have nothing to hide. Well, sure, that's fine, you've been proven innocent, but at the same time, you feel seriously violated. I know that's not exactly the same situation, but the sense of violation is there. No, there's no substantial, there's nothing that we did wrong. The people who reported us went to CPS without all the information, and that's where it happens. The other point is, I think CPS needs to be reformed majorly. I think they have far too much power. And I'm not discrediting the fact to get children out of dangerous homes. I will never do that. I've never abused any of my children. But I'm a guy, and they're boys. We like the roughhouse. Now I feel like I can't even do it. I'm mad about it. This is not my typical video, but I'm mad about this. And I know it's kind of long, but I'm trying to get my point across. Some people take these expletive videos or whatever and say you're hiding something. No, I'm not hiding something. I'm explaining to you the fact that I feel extremely violated by having some stranger bully their way into our home. Now, I know they got a job to perform, and I get that, but some of the questions they weren't even allowed to ask. All we were required by the law to do is to bring our child to the door and show them the scratches and make sure they're all right. Beyond that, they have no right in our home. And you may think, okay, your home's fine. What's the problem with letting them in? Well, let me tell you what the problem is. Letting them in opens up a potential can of worms. Things that aren't really problems become problems. I don't know if any of you understand what I mean by that. Okay, I roughhouse. Sometimes I sit in front of the TV in a chair because we have a really large family room. So it's easier for me to watch TV or whatever. I sit in the middle of the living room. Well, the chair's in the middle of the living room. She said, well, you need to redo all this so this doesn't happen again. Excuse me? It's going to happen again. The only way I can ensure it doesn't happen again is to not roughhouse and not wrestle with my boys no more. And that is a very harmful, hurtful thing to think about. It breaks my heart to think. I mean, when I told my boys, my oldest, about what happened, what's going on, he was about in tears because he gets nothing but. I come home sometimes from work. He wants to roughhouse. He wants to play. He wants to. I mean, he loves to crawl over. He loves me to pick him up and, do all kinds of goofy stuff with my kid. And I'm not trying to drag this out too long. I'm just trying to vent some frustration here. But CPS, is it necessary? Yes. But I feel that it needs some process changes. First of all, you shouldn't be guilty until proven innocent, which is exactly, I doubt they'll say that, it's exactly the way you're treated. You feel like you're being put in stockades and having people throw rotten fruit at you. I'm venting, I know, but this is a harmful thing to do to somebody. The other thing I was going to bring up was, okay, my oldest sister was ticked off at my second oldest sister, and she called CPS on her out of anger and frustration. Everything was unfounded, and everything was resolved. Sorry, speed bump or potholes. Road's been bad. But I mean, there was nothing. It was unsubstantiated. That was the word I was looking for. All the claims were unsubstantiated. But the problem is that my sister, to get even with my other sister, called CPS on her, and of course they went in and upset their lives. Every person I've talked to that's had CPS called on them has expressed similar feelings about the event. Please let me know in the comments below your feelings on the subject, whether or not you think CPS goes too far, whether you think it should be dismantled, or well, just generally how you feel. And I want many perspectives as I can get. It's a sad day. I don't feel like I can play with my kids. Okay? Not playing with my kids is preferable to losing them because of frivolous charges. That's the way I see it. It's so hard. Anyway, if you're not from the USA, feel free to comment anyway. Tell me what happens in your nation, how they handle these things. Let me know. I know this is a long-winded video, and I apologize. But this is not the easiest thing I've ever talked about. It's disheartening. It's discouraging. Violated. I know I'm talking in circles here, but it just sucks. It sucks. And I think from the first time you go on CPS comes out, you're on their eternal radar. You're eternally I'm almost certain that all the times we've had them out, it's been 3 or 4 times I had them out in the 10 years. Stupid stuff. Unsubstantiated claims. That I just want to I don't know, I'm just rambling. But basically, just tell me what you think, tell me your experience, and tell me if I'm the only one out here that feels this way. Another thing I've noticed is I think a lot of the lower income people deal with this. I'm not knocking rich people. They have every right to be what they are, but I'm not knocking rich people. And the wealthy people, I don't want to go into that, that's too political. I just want to give true, honest opinions about all your CPS experiences. I want to, if you're in another country, if you have similar issues or how they handle such problems, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, anyway. Well, I gotta cut this short. I gotta get back home. I'm just driving around the countryside. She's supposed to come back this week, or last week, never did. I've been advised not to contact her because I can just stir stuff up. So, at any rate, just let me know what you think. I know I keep repeating myself, but it's a very touchy, very kind of emotional situation for me. Full disclosure, I have a condition called Asperger's syndrome, so I'm not always able to process proper emotions for things, okay? I didn't even cry when my firstborn boy died. So, I mean, I felt the pain, but that's a whole nother ball of wax. That's why I seem a little weird sometimes. So, well, thank you for your time, and thank you for listening to me rant and rave and talk nonsense. Alright, leave your comments below. Bye.